Sorry, but we're all fired. Alright, 10 seconds, stand by D full sound, and then 2 on a 2 shot. 3, 2, 1, and roll D and take sound. Stand by, 2 and a push, and the names. Dr. Minutes is off cue, can't make the names.
We're glad you're with us tonight, and we begin with a developing story.
Jib to LCD7 with Cam 104. Somebody your Jib.
Back in January, News 9's Bonnie Campo confirmed more than a dozen Grady County officials had been
Start to move
overpaid
and dissolve.
for a
Stand by
decade.
Cam 104 full.
Bonnie joins us live with an update.
And dissolve the enemy.
Well, new documents outline what's next in the investigation.
Change it,
The case will now change hands after the Grady County DA recused himself from the case.
Lose it, roll, I take sound.
32 pages outline how various officials were overpaid a total of $727,000.
4 bucks, thinks
That money
1 for
came in the
weather.
form of raises.
Gary's next. I don't have a
The
TRT
county
on
board
this.
was advised not to approve.
Stand by Gary.
Former state auditor Gary Jones presided over that investigation.
If they followed that
Can't
advice at that time, then they wouldn't
And
have.
lose it.
In 2008,
Your
the
last
Grady
key
County
anyway.
Assistant
Facts
District
in the
Attorney
investigation's
and the state
out. About a
auditor
minute
advised
20 left
county
of the
board
package.
It could not give itself or other employees a desired 18% raise. Jones says the county ignored that warning and throughout the years failed to keep track of salaries.
They approved
Everything
overall
okay?
budgets. They did not approve individual salaries for the elected officials.
There are state laws mandating maximum salaries and how
Well,
they
under a
should be
minute out.
approved. The audit reveals 5 county commissioners, 4 clerks, the treasurer, assessor, and both sheriffs over the past 10 years all received in
Painter.
excess
My name is
salary.
Mr. Painter.
Grady County DA Jason Hicks wrote a letter to Attorney General Mike Hunter saying because he will likely represent those officials named in the audit, it would be in the best interest of the citizens of Grady County that a special prosecutor present evidence to the multi-county grand jury. Hicks continues, I am confident that the majority of the officials involved had no knowledge of the overpayment
Under 30
because
out.
they came into office after the overpayment began. Now District Attorney Angela Marcy will take on the case with help from another DA, Greg Mashburn. Her
Yeah,
job
we're getting close
determining
here.
what went
About
wrong
15
and
left
who's
here.
to blame. She says in part they are reviewing the
Stand by
applicable
4. Here we are.
criminal and civil
Investigation's
laws that
out.
may be implicated by the facts in the investigation.
Check Q, animate live.
Now they also
D
have to
is
figure
next.
out if officials
D.
will have to pay back that
To
money
camera
in
1.
salaries they've already paid taxes
Ready,
on.
D, full
Bonnie
sound.
Campo, Oklahoma Zone.
Roll
News
D.
9.
Take sound.
From the Bob Mills Weather
Stand by
Center,
1.
the Oklahoma weather expert, David
Goes off
Page.
cue. Somebody
And today,
thing.
yeah, we saw some sunshine early in the day, but the cloud cover
That's
now
all right.
rolling
Lose
in
it.
from the west and the
You're
southwest.
used to Cameron
Cloudy
saying
and wet
name.
right now in western Oklahoma.
Stand by, Links
Here in
1.
Oklahoma City, kind of looks like rain, but we are still dry. We'll stay dry a little while longer, and then eventually,
Wipe.
yes, the rain will arrive. Look at these
it.
temperatures right now. Light rain
Do it,
and
Devin.
52 degrees right now in Clinton. It's going to be a
All right, page
wet
4 will be
evening,
next. C to
just
A for some
barely to the
pre-pro.
west of Oklahoma City. It'll be wet out here all evening long. 59 again in the metro. How about a 60 in Ponca City? 61 down in Ardmore. Watch the rain come out of New Mexico and Texas. Moving off to the
Fire.
northeast, and a couple of waves in here. The first wave moving in, that kind of weakened, and now it's beginning to increase in the west and the northwest. Up north, light showers, Laverne, Buffalo, down to Woodward here, lifting to the
Laverne.
northeast. Not very fast. Western Oklahoma, more light rain increasing. Morewood, Leedy, Butler, Clinton, Elk City, Sayre, where you don't need another drop of rain. Down Highway 183, down 283,
Yeah,
down
but
to
didn't
Mangum and
always
Blair,
Western and
down to
Western
Cooperton,
Oklahoma, it's always the
Snyder,
driest.
yeah, rain going on there. This is making its way to the northeast. Now here in Oklahoma City, we're dry, and notice how the rain, it moves our way, but it continues to kind of weaken a little bit. The atmosphere is still fairly dry, but the rain will moisten the atmosphere. It will overtake the dry air, and that rain will move in. Doing a storm track here. We're talking Watonga, 7 o'clock, Chickasha just before 8 o'clock, Oklahoma City between 10 and 11 o'clock tonight. We'll start to see some of that light rain moving in from
Ready
the
to see
west,
standby
moving to
A
the northeast.
for
Coming up
page
at
4.
6:16, the rain schedule for all of us. What about tomorrow? How much rain? And there is severe weather on the 9-day. It's coming up, guys. Back to
Roll
you.
C. Roll A take.
We'll check back in now. Oklahoma City police are looking for a suspect in a homicide in the northwest part of the city. Officers say a woman was found with a
3
gunshot
LCD
wound
next.
at her home near Northwest 23rd and MacArthur last
Standby
night.
3.
She was able to give them some information, but she was taken to the hospital where she later died. So far, no
Switch
arrests
move.
have been
Does on
made.
cue.
And police are
Semi
also
A.
looking for a suspect in a second shooting this morning that left a man in
Roll line.
critical condition. Oklahoma
Animate
City Police
Southwest.
say a man was shot 3 times
Close
in the
it.
stomach in his
There's one
driveway
full screen next
near
for
Southwest
page
24th
6.
and Western.
And Kelly's
And right
mic.
now it's unclear if that man's
Somebody
going
full
to make
screen.
it. Of course, we will keep you updated.
Can I make you?
A woman is arrested
my A
after
under.
leading police on a 30-mile-long chase early this morning. Maria Tapia allegedly led police on a chase from Oklahoma
Well,
City
I
to
change it.
Goldsby.
Animate
south of
Goldsby.
Norman. Police say the
You don't have
car
it?
used
Okay.
stop sticks to slow her
Stand by
down.
3
No
camp
word
set.
yet on what started
Start to
the
move.
chase.
Take 3 Q.
State lawmakers
See, they
apparently
sound full
close
for
to
a
a budget
package.
deal. The governor sprinting to avoid questions about
Ready,
transparency.
C. Stand by
And
A.
the honeymoon could be over between the legislature and the governor. News 9's Aaron Brobeck has this week's legislative
Roll C.
week in review.
Roll A. Take sound. Animate
Lawmakers have to the end of
Aaron
the month to come
behind
up with a
the in front of the
spending plan.
scaffolding.
They want to weave into that plan
Change
pay
it or
increases for teachers and
lose it.
state workers, plus an increase
Greg
in
Creech at
classroom
30.
spending,
This
while at the same
runs a
time
minute
socking away
54.
millions of dollars for a rainy day.
And we're really close. I expect us to have a budget negotiated by early next week.
The main sticking point of negotiations was teacher pay. The House and Governor wanted across-the-board $1,200 raises for teachers. The Senate wanted local districts
by,
to
Greg.
decide whether to give those raises.
Hopefully it's not the
In
back
the
of his
end,
head.
the Senate backed down.
We think
Animate.
we can have a viable way of
Yeah,
getting
lose it.
the teacher pay raise.
Senator Roger
that
Thompson is at
the House and
126.
the governor have been advocating for, and a substantial amount into the classroom.
The Senate plan includes $200 million for teachers and classrooms and $200 million for savings. State employees are asking for a $2,500 annual raise. The total cost of that, about $92 million.
The $200 million in savings is very, very important to me. It's going to be historic.
State employees are asking for a $2,500 annual raise. The total
Oh,
cost
we're gonna
for
hear
that,
it again.
about
You will
$92
respect the
million.
chair.
The governor's choice for budget director took a beating in a Senate confirmation committee.
An unacceptable request.
You will respect the chair.
Chair, I
We
would
will call
hope you
this
would let
meeting-
me finish my
We
sentences sometime.
will
Respect my authority.
the chair.
Senators
Stand
say
by,
the governor is
Senator.
blocking them from getting crucial budget information from state agencies.
We need
Animate.
to have accurate numbers, but we also need to have
Lose it.
unfettered access.
To last key.
Numbers.
About 20, almost 20 seconds left
When we
here.
tried to ask the governor, who ran on a campaign of transparency, about this apparent lack of transparency, he ran from our cameras. He later explained what the
He
Senate
doesn't really
saying.
like
Couldn't
us.
be further from
Thanks,
the truth.
Grant.
You know, this session's been going fantastic. We've got a great relationship with the House, the Senate.
And next week we're hoping
Oh,
to get a
goodness.
look
All right,
at
here we go.
final
See
budget proposal.
the
At
tune
State
effects
Capitol,
on.
Aaron Brobeck,
Kelly.
Oklahoma's own News
Roll
9.
C, and I may take
We're
Q.
watching that. Aaron is out there every day, does a great job for us. OU fans can
Jesus
continue
next,
to
A
buy
and B.
alcohol at sporting events. OU's Board of
Stand by
Regents
music,
approved
stand by
the
A.
alcohol sales for games this coming fall.
Here we are.
University President Jim Gallagher said the pilot program was a success and helped improve the fan experience.
White, enemy music
Still
Q.
ahead,
Stand by
some
B.
artists are using unusual canvases for their paintings. We see firsthand how they're turning trash
Roll
into
B.
treasure.
White change.
And that's
Stand
how
by
our
master.
local organization is working to help make your Mother's Day weekend special.
And roll the brake. And fade. Alrighty. Looks like it was a pre-recorded 5 out, so it was just outtakes. Stand by 2, start to move 2, take Q.
The Oklahoma
Stand by
City
this one, full
Animal
screen.
Welfare will waive all dog adoption fees tomorrow. It's to clear up space and
Animate.
save lives. The shelter says the number of incoming dogs
Stand by,
last
figure out
month
the
was
quad
the
and A
highest in
next
4
on
years,
Kelly.
and right now they're over capacity
Here we
by
are.
200 dogs. The shelter will be open tomorrow from noon to 5:30.
Start to move, take Q, Kelly.
You know
Stand by A
those
full.
curbside chronicle vendors? Well, they're hoping to help make this Mother's Day special for the
Dissolve.
mom in your life. In fact, they
Tease
spent
is
the
next.
past 2
Mathis,
days
then
making
back to A.
bouquets to sell alongside their magazines at intersections.
22 's
Selling
dead.
this
Stand by,
weekend. Bouquets
Mathis.
range from $17 to $96. So some pretty fancy ones. You can find locations online.
White, enemy music Q.
Looks
Stand
great.
by A.
Well, let's take a live look outside from our Air Comfort Skycam network. Clouds right here in the metro as we take a look from our Mathis Brothers camera. And rain is on the way for the metro. We'll talk to David about that timeline coming
White,
up.
change
But
Q,
first,
Kelly. Stand by
art
master.
On the move. The unusual art that's popping up in driveways around town. We'll tell you about that next in our Red Bird Diary.
And roll the brake. Fade. Okay.
Life are just a few of the
Here we
many
go.
reasons to choose Richardson.
Roll D, take sound. Stand by the jib. Start your move, dissolve Q.
A
Stand
local
by,
artist
tune
has
the
a
push.
new twist on the
Start your move
saying,
2,
one
dissolve,
man's trash is
enemy.
another man's treasure.
Lose it,
Paul
ready
Torp
D.
shows us in this week's
Roll
Red
D
Bird
and
Diary.
take. Stand by A. Roll A, wipe sound. Virginia's at
Virginia
35.
is a dedicated local artist.
As you create, you get to kind of release these emotions you're feeling.
She shows a flair for bright colors
Really pretty.
and painstakingly eyes her masterpiece for mistakes. Everything must be perfect
Stand by Virginia.
before her canvas is filled
Thanks,
with
Juan. Thank you.
trash.
Walking up to a dumpster that's probably stinky, might have some trash juice on the side. And instead, they get to
Animate
kind
Virginia.
of contemplate it and I
And
don't know,
where's
have
it?
this whole other experience.
48 for Brian. It's quick.
Bizarre.
That's what Brian Meister first
Am I
thought.
Brian?
He owns Scissortail Waste Solutions in Oklahoma City.
We were
Anime?
trying to figure out a way. We need to paint our dumpsters. We need to do
What is
something
it?
with them.
So now
So that's
inside
key.
this warehouse, the big bins
Trends a
are
minute
rolled
49.
out
We'll be
and
up
primed
to
for bold
2 on a 3
design.
shot.
All
Links
these
one.
are next.
It's crazy. We've actually had artists approaching us wanting to paint on our dumpsters now.
Meister says several artists will be paid to leave their own mark on the welded steel. Virginia is the first artist hired. Soon, this abstract mix of colors and shapes will be dropped off and picked up all over town.
It's creating more
30
opportunities
seconds.
for art to get out there, for artists to have, you know, these small jobs here and there.
When it pulls in your job site or pulls at your house, it's not an eyesore anymore, right? It's
20.
like it's something that you enjoy looking at. It's pleasant.
And it gives remodelers
Yeah, I think so.
15.
a place of calm in their driveways, gazing upon a
10
dumpster
seconds. Stand by
with
camera
true
2.
depth.
I think it brings a lot of life and fun to the city.
Here we are.
In Northwest OKC, Carl Torp, Oklahoma's own
Such move.
News 9.
Does off cue.
Hats off to Brian for thinking of that and
Yes.
bringing those artists in. That's
Stinks
great.
one's next.
Yeah, my new backdrop now for my photo shoots, you know?
Yeah.
Just take Harlow, sit right in front of there. I like their work.
Good idea. Better than the green or all the other weird
Yeah.
colors we have now. Anyway.
Clock's
How close
ticking.
is that
Does
rain
off.
getting, guys?
You know, it's moving at about 10 miles per hour. It's going to get here. It's going to rain, but it's just going to take a while. We don't really need any
Yeah,
more
no
rain.
chance
The
of it,
good
are you?
news, it's going to be light. So far, this month, the last 10 days, including today, 4.5 inches of rain here in Oklahoma City. Look at El Reno, 5.86.
Oh, he
Look at
is.
Clinton, 6.37. So you can see why we have many lakes and streams and rivers, especially in flood stage right now, scattered across much of central and western Oklahoma. We've had enough rain. We need a break, but we're going to get a break. We have a break on the
2 shot
9 day,
after
I
and 3
promise.
Jesus
Now,
dead.
look
We'll
at
toss
this.
off the
Check
9
this
day.
out. Northeastern Oklahoma.
Oh, why not?
The last
Can't
10
have it.
days, over 7 inches up around Miami.
Lose
We've got
it.
a couple areas. Look at this down here, southeast of
stumped
Ada.
them off earlier.
9.48 inches of rain the last 10 days. On average, yeah, that's an inch a day. That's a little too much. Western Oklahoma, close to 7 in a few areas. And that's why we have flooding out there. That's why we've had all the issues in Sayre. The bottom line is we've had enough water. After tonight's rain, we're gonna shut it off. All right.
Reese's?
Here it comes. The good news about this, it's not a very strong storm. There's not much instability. We're not talking
Did he
about
bribe
heavy
you with
rain.
candy?
It's gonna be light
Uh-huh.
rain, but this is the beginning of the wave now coming into western and southwestern Oklahoma. The rain continues to fall. We had snow today, by the way, out in New Mexico, and quite a bit of it. Rain in the northwest, Buffalo, Laverne, Freedom, and it goes all the way down, all right? Morewood, Butler, Elk City, Sayre. You will have a very wet evening, okay? In the west, down south, Granite, Mangum, more rain, down to Snyder, down to El Dorado, Frederick, picking up on the rain. Here in Oklahoma City, the skies are lowering. The cloud cover is getting lower. It's getting darker out because of the, again, thicker clouds rolling in, and the rain now running from Watonga to Hydro to Carnegie down to Apache. This is Oklahoma City. We're dry, and we're going to stay dry the next several hours. Doing a storm track here, or we'll call it a rain track. No storms. We had some lightning earlier. That's now gone. Watonga at 7 o'clock. El Reno about 9 o'clock or so, give or take. Oklahoma City downtown between 10 and 11 o'clock tonight. It's going to be light when it moves in, and then Sulphur at about 11 o'clock as it rolls in from the southwest. The drier air is trying to beat this rain down a little bit, but the dry air will lose, and the rain will eventually make its way in. So how much rain's fallen so far today? About 1/10 of an inch or less, or a lot less in the northwest. Southwestern Oklahoma already approaching 1/2 inch in Altus. 59 degrees in Oklahoma City. We are cloudy. That's our Chickasha cam. Really cloudy there. That rain not too far away from Chickasha. Look at these temperatures in the west. It is chilly. If you have any Friday evening plans, west of I-35, western Oklahoma, you're going to need an umbrella. You're going to need a jacket. Low 50s with rain and a breezy northeast wind. Rainfall amounts, when it's all said and done, tomorrow morning, 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain. The rain amounts will be on the light side. This won't be enough rain to really make things worse, but we just don't need it. And then for the rest of us, yeah, quarter, half an inch. Might see a little more rain in southern and southeastern Oklahoma. All right, this evening, Oklahoma City, this is through about 10 o'clock. Dry, and then about
Once
10
again, we'll
o'clock
toss
on,
the
30% chance for showers.
break off the
rain
9-day.
widespread will stay in the west. A little thunder possible. It'll be just west. I'm talking about Canadian County west. We'll see rain again at about 9 o'clock. Overnight tonight, we're going to have a big area of rain still hanging around overnight. Everybody sees rain. Rain chances not as high in the Panhandle. No severe storms this evening. No severe storms overnight tonight. Go to bed, go to sleep. You'll be just fine. Nothing to worry about. Lows tonight in the 40s and 50s. It'll be chilly. And then for the overnight hours, again, wet tomorrow morning. Rain in eastern Oklahoma. The rain ends in Oklahoma City by about 9 a.m. It'll pull out. And tomorrow afternoon, a few showers in the east and southeast, a few in the northwest late in the day. And then highs tomorrow near 60, mostly cloudy. I know, kind of gray. Sunday, Mother's Day, 70s. We love it. Looks good. This evening, dropping into the 50s. Chance for showers begins to increase a little bit after 9 o'clock. 9-day forecast.
All right,
The weekend
standby,
really looks
master.
pretty good. Clouds tomorrow. Rain ends in the morning. Sunday dry. High of 73. Look at the 80s next week right now. I'm going to keep it dry next week. Warm and dry. And possibly, we've been talking about it, May 18th, 8 days out, severe weather returns possibly to Oklahoma on that Saturday. Here we go. Sports is next.
And roll the brake. Fade.
Someone is going to
5 away, standby D.
Recliner purchase. Visit Relax the Back today.
And roll D and take sound.
Driven by
Standby
Oklahoma
3,
Ford
or
dealers.
standby
This
Jim,
is
sorry.
News 9 Sports
That's right,
with
Jim.
Dean
Dissolve
Benson.
Q, standby 3 and a push.
Hello and welcome to the Lucky Star
That's
Sports
right.
Desk.
Dissolve.
Bedlam
Dynamite
softball last
lead.
weekend, Bedlam baseball this
And
weekend.
lose it.
Today's series opener in
Ace
Tulsa.
on full
Tomorrow
for
the rivals
Sonics.
play at the Brick and
Ready,
OKC. Then Sunday's finale is in Norman. Both coaches one more time before tonight's first pitch at 7 o'clock.
Roll light, take sound. Animate skip.
I think the biggest difference for us is if
Lose it.
we
Josh
can
Holliday's at
eliminate the
18.
rivalry,
This
try to play
runs
how good we
34
can play against
seconds.
the
Be back
ball.
out to 3 LCD
I've said
after
that
this.
for a number of years. Some people might get it, some people might not get it. And if we take care of the ball better
There's
than they
your
do,
graphic.
then we'll
Josh.
play good. If we don't, then we won't.
The things that we focus on are just
Alright.
getting prepared and having a
And
clear
lose it.
focus on what we need to do, and then we've just really been talking about
10
executing
seconds,
the game
ready
on pitch
3
and
for
time.
44.
And I'm confident that last weekend helped prove to them that when we do that,
Here we are.
we can go out and put together great baseball against anybody.
So Jimmy took you.
Fresh off a 2-0 win over
Still at A.
Owasso in the Class 6A state quarterfinals.
Relay.
Edmond
Take.
Santa Fe squared off
Go to key,
against
count
Jinx
it.
this afternoon at Bixby. Trojans up 2-0
Lose
in the
it.
second.
Score
with
key
Bryson
to
Dieter gets a
B
laser in the
for
left. That would score a
45. Why
run.
did that not
Let's go to the
cue?
bottom half. Trace Ford at the dish, and he's going the other way. That one deep and gone. Solo
Ready, key.
shot. Now, how about this? Ford would come up in the 7th inning and hit a walk-off grand slam. The Wolves come back to win
Can't wait.
9-7.
Stand by
Santa
B.
Fe is into the 6A state championship.
Roll B. White.
Matt
Chain,
Holiday checking
ready,
out
key.
his alma
Can't wait.
mater. Stillwater taking on Broken Arrow in the other semifinal
Lose it.
matchup. The BA with
Score key
no
to A.
Holiday-like last year. Small ball ties the game up. Chandler Suddick with a perfect squeeze bunt. Nolan Heald scores 2-2 in the 4th. Tigers threatening in the 5th. Eli Riggs, though, comes up
Ready,
with a
key.
strikeout to end the threat. And in the 6th, Matt Kaiser greets the reliever with a first pitch RBI single to left field. Caleb Free would score.
Can't make stand by A.
BA up 3-2, and that would be
Roll
the
A.
final.
Wipe.
Class 5A, Carl
Ready,
Albert
key.
and Collinsville
Can't
for a
make.
trip to Saturday's state championship. First batter of the game.
Lose it. 48 is
Carter
dead.
LaValle continues to swing a
Score
red-hot
key
monster solo homer.
to B for
That one
47.
makes it 1-0
48 is
Titans.
dead.
LaValle would hit another home run later in the game. Still in the first, Clayton Frazier.
Ready, key.
Deep to left center field, and that one's gone. Titans up 3-0 after
Can't
one.
make.
They'd go
Stand by
on to
B.
win 5-3. Carl Albert will face Pryor for the 5A title tomorrow at
Roll B.
105 in
White.
Tulsa. The 4A
Ready,
now,
key.
Hera
Can't
facing
make.
Grove in the quarters. Tied at 1 in the 4th.
Lose it.
Go ahead run on 3rd.
Links 3 and first time. Score key out to the gym.
Center field. Should end the inning, right? But no, the center fielder will drop it. The Panthers take a 1-run lead on the mound. Tyler DeLong.
Ready, key.
Nearly perfect. A no-hitter going with 1 out to go. The tying run on 3rd. No matter. DeLong closes it out with a strikeout
Can't
and the no-hitter. Hera moving
Semi
on to
jab.
the semifinals with a 2-1
Starts move.
victory.
Does all jab.
Well, softball tournament continuing
Semi
on today.
2.
Highlights
We're
tonight
not
at
going to
10.
have time.
Watch all that baseball.
Actually, stand by Links 3.
Athletes, and we were talking about how they're probably
Does all.
covering the field.
Yeah.
Stand
Now,
by
here's the deal, the timing's
City
pretty
Cam.
good. Moves in here tonight, really. And now out west this evening and then moves out in the morning. So
Dissolve.
there it is. Coming into the
Animate.
metro between 10 and 11.
Stand by Master.
Rain moving in.
All right,
Roll the break.
cover him up. How to
Fade.
do it.
That's fine. Nicely done, everyone. Clean show.